Hi everyone, today is our last review for the district checkpoint, which will be tomorrow. What I want to do is cover just some ideas that I think are really important and some ideas that some of us have been struggling with. And I really want to do some one-on-one video review, and then you can come talk to me more at my station about these types of problems. So what we're going to do is I gave you a half sheet, so you should find the half sheet at the station, and you're going to work on these problems, and then I'll explain it. So what I want you to do is take that first problem, the golf scores problem, just this first box here, and I want you to try that problem. I want you to do it on your own. So I want you to pause the video, and then when you're done with the problem, you could unpause it, and I will walk through it a little bit more. All right, so we've got our golf scores, and we've got a team of 4 people, and we want to know what the team's sum is. And I saw this keyword sum. Seeing that word sum to me meant that I needed to add all of those scores together. So hopefully you did something similar where you took -2 plus 3 plus -4 plus -1. All right, and that's kind of where we started. And then we're going to work from left to right and find out what the sum of the scores are. So if I take -2 plus 3, this is different signs. So I subtract them. I take 3 minus 2 and I get 1. And it is going to be positive because that 3 is bigger. All right, then I just copy down plus -4 plus -1. So I'm literally just copy. All right, 1 plus -4, different sign difference. So subtract 4 minus 1, which is 3. But this time it's going to be a -3. And that's because -4 has the bigger sign. So be careful of those. Plus a -1. Same signs. I can sum them together. And that gives me -4. So the team's total score is -4, which is actually good in golf. You want to have a negative score in golf rather than a positive score. So a -4 score is not bad for some of the scores in the table. All right, that was that problem. I want you to try this next problem. Go ahead and read it, pause the video, and try to solve it yourself. Okay, this is very similar to a lot of those problems that we were doing yesterday during the trash ball game. I know my temperature was steadily, it was up at 15 and then it went down to -9, and I want to know what the change in temperature is. So how far did it fall? So you could draw a number line if you want to, 15 and -9, and find out, okay, how far is it in between there? You could also say, I know that this is going to be a subtraction problem, and so it was -9 -9, and it went down 15, or it started at 15, went down -9, and you should get -24. That's how far it fell. -24. Okay, that was that problem. Fell -24 degrees, right? Okay, and make sure it's a negative because it was falling, so it's a negative. Okay, flip it over to the back, please. I want you to do this ordering problem. This one should not be very difficult and should not take you very much time. All right, going from coldest to warmest, the coldest temperature on here is -10. So I know it could be A or it could be C. And then I see it goes from -10 to 8 on A, and that's not going to work out for us. So I know it's got to be C. Hopefully that one was like, whew, easy, nice. Now is our challenge problem. And I call this our challenge problem because it's really like 4 problems in one. So if you want to use your whiteboard instead of doing every single problem on this piece of paper, because there's not that much room, I am fine with that. So it says, which expression has a value of -22? We have to go through, it's 4 problems in one. We've got to do A, B, C, and D. So what I'm going to do with you, I want you to do A and then come check back with me. So go ahead, you try A, and then come check back with me and see if we got the same answer for just A. All right, if you remember, don't forget about MDOS on here. MDOS means we have to multiply and divide first, then we can add and subtract. So I actually have to start with that division problem on A. So I've got 8 minus -3, and then I need to divide 33 divided by -3. Well, if I do that, hopefully you know your 11s. and that would just be a negative 11. So I have plus a negative 11. All right, now this looks better. Now I can move from left to right. So I see a subtraction. This is a keep, change, change. So I have 8 plus a positive 3 plus negative 11. Ooh, 8 plus 3, nice. That's just 11, right? Plus a negative 11. Different signs. I subtract 11 minus 11, and I get 0 for A. Hopefully you got 0 for A too. Awesome. Okay, now I want you to try B. So we did A. Oh, is A the answer? No, because it says negative 22, so this is not the answer. All right, go ahead and try B for me. Pause the video and try B. All right, this one's fun. It has a lot going on. So I'm going to start here at the left. There's no division or multiplication, so I can go ahead and start with my adding and subtracting. Negative 3 plus negative 2 is negative 5, because same sign sum, minus a negative 8 minus 1. All right, I have the subtraction problem, so this is keep, change, change to negative 5 plus a positive 8 minus 1. Negative 5 plus 8, different signs, so I subtract and keep the sign. So this is actually positive 3. Be careful, it's positive 3, and then copy down the minus 1. And I know 3 minus 1, that's 2. All right, so we got A was 0, so it's not A. B is 2, so it's not B. Pause the video and go ahead and try C. Let's see if we get C. All right, this one does have a multiplication in it, so I've got to start there. A negative 6 times 2. I have a negative and a positive, excuse me. So I could draw a sleeping man. A negative and a positive make a negative. So negative 6 times 2 is negative 12 minus a negative 15. And then I do keep, change, change. So negative 12 plus 15, plus, right? And negative 12 plus 15 is a different sign difference. So 15 minus 12 is 3, and it's going to stay positive. All right, so it's not C. That means it has to be D, right? But let's go ahead and just double check that it actually is. So pause the video and prove to me that D is equal to negative 22. All right, so to prove to me that it is negative 22, I'm going to take negative 5 times 2, which is negative 10 minus 12. And then I'm going to keep, change, change. So I have negative 10 plus a negative 12. Same sign sum, so my answer is negative 22. Awesome. All right, well, at this point, we are done with the video. You are more than welcome to go back, rewatch any parts that maybe you didn't understand. And then if you get finished with that, you may work on Moby Max. Make sure you're working on the math. Good job, guys. I will see you at the next station. Good work.